Oh, every time I go, hi you guys, my dogs come running. Anyway, I am so excited to be here. Thank you guys for joining Christy's party. Please excuse my voice is cold. We went to Seattle a week and a half ago, and on the way home, I think I caught, you know, the airplane bug that they always tell you to take the emergency, and I forgot, and so my voice is a little weird, so I'm sorry. But I want to show you guys a few things so you understand how the nail strips work and all of that. So before I put them on, I buff my nails. So I just use like a normal buffer, right? I buff them. This is a file. I file them just to shape them, like, do you know what I mean? And then, so a lot of times I'll be in the shower, and in the shower is kind of when, hi, Miss Christy, how are you? In the shower is where I worry about my cuticles, because on your fingers, your cuticles, actually, a lot of people think the skin right here is your cuticle, and it's not. Your cuticle actually grows down on your nail kind of far. And so this is an orange stick or a cuticle stick. So when I'm in the shower, I'll push it all back, because you know your hands are really, you know, wet, and you know how they like soak your fingers at this long. It's the same concept. I just don't have time to sit around and soak them forever. So I'll either do it in the shower, or I also have this stuff right here. I really like it. Sally Hansen has a lot of like nail care items that I really like so far. So I'll use this also to get my cuticles off, because that really helps with application around the edges. So you definitely want to push back your cuticles. That's really, really, really important. Hi, Brooklyn, how are you? Thank you. It's starting to fade now. I wanted to have like purple roots and then silver at the bottom. I think I'm going through a midlife crisis, maybe, I don't know, but I just like randomly decided to do it. I like walked in the door and my husband was like, but everybody likes it now, but I think it was kind of like a shock. Do you know what I mean? Like I walked in and it was like, hi, but it's fun. It's fun. So thank you. I also use cuticle oil. So this is like an old oil we had in our house, but you can get it at Sally Hansen. I saw they have like pens now, which is, I think that would be so easy, but I have this, so I just use it at night, or coconut oil. Thank you, Christy. And then, so in between application, because I do a lot to my nails, like once a week I change it live on Facebook. So I try about 24 hours. I used to change them every Monday. Now I'm changing them about every Thursday is kind of what I'm doing. So what I try to do is like 24 hours before, I take everything off and do like, you know, the oils and everything. And then I'll put this nail strengthener on. You don't have to do it. I'm like doing preventative care, because now that I've been learning about, you know, taking care of like your nails, and then it led into like taking care of your skin, and it like, you know, you fall down the rabbit hole of like all that. And so since I don't go to salons anymore, sometimes I'll use a nail strengthener. My nails are fine. I just do it because I want to. This is just nail polish, so you can put it over this if you want. I don't. But it's totally up to you. And then I use normal acetone or non-acetone nail polish remover to take off my polish, unless it's like a super strong glitter. I do have acetone just in case I'm not sitting there for a half an hour like killing myself over it. I definitely need cuticle oil. You know, I like it. And I also, if I like leave my cuticle oil downstairs, I'll use coconut oil too, because I have coconut oil for my hair upstairs. So that's really helpful. Now I use this file. So this is the crystal file I was telling you about. I really like this a lot. And then I have a rubber ended cuticle pusher, just like to get really, I use this mostly on my toes, when I do my toes, to really like smooth it down and get in there, because I'm like, you know, you're like an acrobat trying to like see your toe, you know what I mean? So I use that. And then, so this thing has been really fun for me. It's super sharp. I got it for like $2 on Amazon, but I use it for, especially when I do a lot of my like creative things. Some of the pictures that I posted, I don't know if you guys saw them, but a number of them were mine, like what I do. So this has been like a helpful tool. You don't need tools to put it on. I just do so much more that it makes my life easier. Like the only thing I honestly use when I'm just putting on nail polish is my thumbs. That's all I have to, unless it's my toes, then I use that rubber guy. So I wanted to show you. So I bought a lot of these on Amazon, like cute little hole punchies. Like, do you see that? It's just like a little paper. I got a set of them like 10 for like, it's like $11. I saw a lot, there was like 40 for like 20 bucks. And I kick myself now because I saw that they had like little puppy feet in them and stuff. And I wish I would have done that. Like, I got the most basic set of them, like a little music thing. There's like a leaf for the fall. This one is a 5/8 inch punch. And I use this to create a French mani out of normal strips. So I have some lives. I'll see if I can share them into the group. I have a live doing, I have more than one doing it. If not, I can just show you guys before I get off like how I would do it. And then this thing I got, it's really big. It's super big, but I got it because it has the straight line. I really like the straight line on it because a lot of times I'll do like a, you know, like a half nail, and I like it for that because you can do it with scissors, but I'm just not that good, I don't think, in my own head. So it's easier for me just to like cut it in half and have this really cool straight line. So I love it. Now, I think I broke it all down. So before you put on the polish, you have to wash your hands. So I washed my hands already. Hi, Miss Candy, how are you? Yeah, I'm gonna have it for a minute. I have an appointment on the 20th, and I'm just gonna get it, I almost said filled. I'm talking about nails, I'm thinking nail fill. I'm gonna get my roots done just for conference. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm bored, maybe I wanna try something else, but I think my husband might kill me if I flip around and do something else. I'd be like, seriously? So I'm just gonna stick with it for a while. But, so in a pack, let me show you guys. So I was debating what to do. But I'm going to put these on my toes for sure. And I think I'm going to do a little mixture. Do you know what I mean? Like make it fun. I was thinking these because these are so stinking cute. Or I was thinking these. But I think I'm going to do a little mixture. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a mixture. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. So let me show you what comes in a pack. So here's what our pack looks like. Generally it has my label on there with my scary little face. But on the back, there's all the instructions just in case you tend to like forget what I said or you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? So in a pack, it comes with, so the package, and there's 16 double-ended strips, and I'll show you that in just a second. It comes with 2 alcohol prep pads because after you wash your hands, you're gonna wanna wipe your nails with the alcohol pad. And then it comes with this cute file. I have these everywhere. They're in my purse, in my car, in drawers. They're all over the place just in case, you know, you have like a nail emergency, and these things are fab. I love them more than anything. They're just my favorite. So that's all that comes in the pack. Sorry about my voice, you guys. I'm so sorry. I know I sound like a weird, like, old man, but it's really not how I sound normally. Okay. So let me open this really fast and I'll show you guys. So this plastic is super important to keep. You want to keep this plastic. I don't know if it's like magic plastic. I don't know what it is, but you have to remember that this is real nail polish, right? So if we just like opened a nail polish bottle and left it be and walked away, it's going to dry out. It's just because it's nail polish. And this is the exact same concept. So if you look at these, you get 2 sets of 8, so you get 16 double-ended strips. And if you look at this, do you see how that side is a different size than that side has a wider middle? And do you see how it's all, like, it's different? See how wide that one is? Now, And then that one is really good for the littles, like your little kids. It's really important because there's always going to be a nail strip that matches the size of your nail. And that's why they made so many. Because people are always like, oh my God, there's so many. But it's because women are, we're all so different. And this way you can get like 2 manis, a mani and a pedi, a mani with yourself, a mani with, your someone else. And then I always tend to have a couple left over as like accent nails I can use later. Now, these are guaranteed. So let's say I didn't open this yet. And when I did open it, it was like dried out. I could email the company and they will just be like, okay, tell me the lot number. So the lot number is all that on the back and they will replace it. It's guaranteed for a year. So if you open it and you're like, this doesn't feel right, or it doesn't feel as like viable or stretchy or whatever, you can just return it within a year and they'll give you a whole brand new set. The part that I'm about to tell you is not covered by, hi Amy, how are you? Is not covered by a guarantee. But it's a little trick that I've learned that I do, but it doesn't always work. So what I'll do is, let's say I did my nails, and I'm done. I stick them back in the plastic that it came in, and then I'll take a hair straightener and I'll just seal it. Or I'll take some tape and, oh, here's my tape right here. Or I'll just take some like packing tape and I'll seal it. Some people put them in the freezer. I don't normally, I have to try it. If you do put it in the freezer after you do that to save it, know that it has to come back to room temperature. If it's the same as if this was sitting in the mailbox and I came inside and immediately opened it to put it on, they wouldn't be the right consistency, I guess is the word. They would be like weird. It's almost like leaving your bottle outside, in the heat, and then it gets kind of gooey and weird. So for sure, let it be like in your house room temperature when you're gonna put them on. And when it's super cold outside, we used to have to like warm them up, you know what I mean? So they would move more, would be more viable. So some people burn the ends with a lighter, the end of the packaging. I'm not that good. I feel like I'm going to light everything on fire, so I don't do that. Plus nail polish is flammable, so it's probably not the smartest idea. But I'm opening 2 packs today. I'm also gonna do these guys. So I'm doing my hands and my feet because it's my anniversary today, so we're gonna do a little day thing as soon as I'm done here. But I'm gonna open these ones too, so I'm gonna kind of mix it up a little bit so you guys can see it. Now, I already washed my hands, so I'm just gonna wipe them with alcohol. Now, when I use these kind of punches and cutty things and like have fun with it, I always put Clear as Day on top. So Clear as Day, this is Clear as Day. It's not really white, it's clear, it's just the paper backing. Now, thank you, Christy. So Clear as Day comes with 2 of these. So instead of, just 2, it comes with 4 strips. So it's a super good deal. And that's why I'm telling you how to reseal these packs, because Clear as Day is really good at being resealed and reused, because who's gonna go through, all of these, right? So that's why I was kind of telling you about the Clear as Day, because it's very, whenever you want to create something or do something fun, or let's say you use a solid and you just want to give it that extra layer of like thickness, the Clear as Day is life. It's amazing. So I definitely say to reseal those. Oh yeah, this matches good. Okay, I like it. All right, so I'm gonna see these 2. So I'm gonna do this mostly on my hands, and then this is really gonna be my feet, minus maybe like an accent nail or 2, because this is so busy. I don't wanna be like too crazy busy. Do you know what I mean? Just use a clear rep instead of a top coat polish. Right. Now, if you wanted to use a normal bottle polish, you can, but since our polish is made without all those chemicals, we're like free of chemicals, and there's not all the like the toluene and all of that in it. It could, putting a top coat on that has all those chemicals can ruin the integrity of the polish. Do you know what I'm saying? So it could cause it to shrink up. So then all of a sudden you have like the white, like the tip at the bottom, you know, like when it like goes, like, you know what I mean? Like your hair, like when you cut it, when it's wet, and then when it's dry, it goes up like that. So if you were going to use a different top coat other than this clear top coat, I suggest you put your nail polish on at night and don't clean it up at all. And then in the morning when you wake up, you know, do like your little file or any cleanup that you have to do, and then put the top coat on, because it takes a good 20 to 30 minutes for this to cure onto your nail. So once it cures on your nail, you're golden. Like it's not, it doesn't want to move, is, you know what I mean? But when it's still wet, even though they're only 5% wet when you put them on, if they're still wet and you put a normal polish on, it's gonna shrink it up and it ruins it doesn't last as long. Do you know what I mean? It ruins the integrity of it. So yes, I have used other top coats, but I've waited. You know, I went to bed on it and woke up the next day, put it on, and it was okay. You just can't do it right away. So if you didn't want to get clear as day, you don't have to, but know that it doesn't have all the 3-free and all that stuff in it, because normal nail polish has a lot of chemicals in it. So let me wipe my nail with the alcohol pad. I also use this like with the alcohol, just so I don't use the pads, like a ton of them, but I'll use the pads today because they're here and I forgot a cotton pad. So I just take the alcohol pad and then I just wipe my nails. So like I said, I already buffed them, I pushed back my cuticles, I did all that. Every once in a while I'll go and get a manicure, just so, you know, because I'm not as good as they are at like cleaning up my nails. Like I just don't get polish on there, and then I just come home and put my own. Or some people have, the nail people put the polish on their feet. I've seen that. I never have asked. I feel so guilty. I don't know. I feel so weird. I'll just be like, no polish, and they're like, what? I don't know. I don't know. It's just me though. It's in my head. So, all right. When we start, we always start with your pinkies, and then we work our way to our thumbs, because our thumbs, oh, did you see all the fuzzy? Our thumbs are our tools. And I'm not gonna do my thumbs at all today, because as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna do my toes really fast. So I need my toes, or my thumbs, to do my toes as well, just so you know. So with all these sizes, generally, if I'm being honest, I don't use that one a ton. It fits my pinky, this end of it, and then that end fits my little pinky toe, but sometimes it doesn't cover the edges as well as I'd like. So a lot of times I'll pick one that's just slightly bigger than my fingernail bed, so that would fit like my pinky, and then that fits my pointer finger. So I already know this just because I've done it 100 times, but and the good thing is this polish doesn't want to stick to your finger or to your skin. It's made to cure onto your nail. So the issue is if you put it on your skin and you don't clean it off, get it off, whatever, it's gonna lift and it's gonna peel, and then it's not gonna stay on like I tell you it's gonna stay on, and then you get mad at me, and then it's just like a whole thing. Do you know what I mean? So make sure this is only on your nail bed itself, and I'll show you how I apply them. So there's like a little plastic right here, so you just take it off, you don't need that. It's like, it's got the, what's a thing where like plastic sticks to you sometimes? That's what that plastic does, it's funny. Okay, and then so there's a silver tabby, and you just take it right off the silver tabby, and then the tab's trash. And then I save this just to put the polish strip back on. So, oh, there's purple at the ends. So cool. I didn't realize there was purple on this polish too. Oh, I like it. That's really pretty. Okay, do you see how close up? See the little purple at the very cuticle end, the purple right there? Oh, that's cool. All right, so all I do is I just place it on right underneath. Oh, that's good too. So right underneath the skin. So do you see my skin? So I just place it there. Now, if you place it and you don't like it, I've totally been wasting all of my strips. I could have been cutting them. Oh no, well, it's harder with the French. It's a lot harder. Now I can show you a little trick that I learned to kind of stretch it out a little more, but it's just harder because the way that they're made, you really have to kind of use the whole thing. It kind of, those are harder. But yeah, with your normal strips, yeah, I try to do 2 for 1 and then save them. I try. But if anybody ever asks, I never said that. So I take my thumb and just go right up underneath there, and it like perforates it. See how I just like perforated it with my thumb? And then I just make sure the other side is the same. And it is, so it's not on my skin at all at this point. So then I take my thumb and I just go right up underneath my nail itself and kind of fold it. Oh, I hope you can see me. Kind of fold it under and just perforate it the whole way. And then, so then it comes off like that. And then I'm just gonna stick it right back on here because I'm gonna put it on my pointer finger in about 5 seconds. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm going to try it with the colors. Yeah, try it and tell me. So see how it's just on? Now, there's a little bit on the edge right there, so I can just take it. Now, what you can do is you could take your file. I thought I had an open file. I do, yay. You can also take the file that comes with it, and you can just kind of like do that, and it just like peels right off as well. See what I mean? And then see that little piece? I just pick it off, and they're good to go. Now, ooh, that's so sparkly. Another trick that I do for solids, I don't generally do it for the glitters because the glitters are very strong. They hide every imperfection. It almost reminds me of like a little black dress, right? Like you have a big event you want to go to and you forget your Spanx, right? And you're like, feel like everyone can see every like movement of your body. You know what I mean? Because the dress is so tight. And that's kind of like what our solids are. The solids, like if you have any sort of imperfections at all, it's going to show them. So this is like wearing Spanx. Solids are like not wearing Spanx. So with the solids, I'll either double them up. So I'll put 2 strips on top of each other, and it's super thin, you don't feel it. Or I'll use Clear as Day. But I always, I'll take an alcohol pad after I've applied the solid, and I just smooth it over. And it reminds me of, do you know when we were like, before, like with a bottle polish, and like, let's say you put on the polish and you bump it and you're like, oh man, and you really fast, like you lick it to try to flat, like, you know what I mean, make it smooth again. It kind of reminds me of that, like what we used to do. So I use the alcohol pad a lot. Not a lot of people do it, but I do, because what color is this you're using? So this one is Hawaiian, it's Hawaiian Half Light. So this is Hawaiian Half Light. Look how cute it is with the little flowers, isn't that cute? And then this one is Coral Coast. These are the summer collection that just launched. These were in it, and the colors are kind of similar. So I figured I would kind of mix them up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I thought it would be fun. So I'll take a Coral Coast, and I'll do a Coral Coast right there so you guys can see. Now, again, I know what fits my nail and what doesn't, but sometimes it takes a little bit to figure it out. The samples that I send you generally have, it has this size, and it has this size. So it comes like this. So in your sample, you can get 4 nails out of it, and I know no one's received their sample yet, but I actually sent double to you guys. So I sent 1 like glitter, and then I sent 1 design, just so it'd be fun so you guys can see how different it is. So you know what I mean? How different the glitter is from the design. Not, people are always frown upon that, but because you could get a lot of nails out of it, but I'm like, I want you guys to see how it is. Do you know what I mean? I like that coral one. Yeah, this one is like my favorite. I bought so many of them because it reminds me of summer and like toes. It was like my fave. So I bought a ton of those. My husband's outside mowing the grass, so he didn't hear me say that. So for my finger, this guy, I think the best one for me is this one. I think. Let me see. I'm gonna go fatter. Okay, so I'll show you guys this one. So it's the Coral Coast, so we're taking the plastic off. Now, me talking makes this take forever, but it really only takes like, 15 minutes or whatever. But me sitting here like explaining, it's gonna take a really long time. So I don't want you to be like, oh my God, this is such a process. It's really not, I promise. Oh, thank you, Christy. Okay, so peel, and then I'm keeping that again. So then we're taking the silver tab, oop, I dropped it. The silver tabby, I just took it off. And then, so I'm gonna go up underneath here. Okay, and I hate how, so see how I placed it? It looks horrific. It's not on my nail at all. See how bad it is? That's totally fine. So I just take it, lift it back off, and you can replace it, as many times as you need to. It can't be like 150 times, but you can replace it. And also know that you can gently tug just a little bit. Let's say it's not really fitting your finger all the way over, like I'm very anal. I need it to be all the way in there. And if it's not, and you can gently kind of pull it a little bit and it'll go the rest of the way. Do you know what I mean? They're viable until they cure. So let's see if I can do this again. Oh yeah, it's still crooked. I'm gonna have to do this one up and down. Sorry, I can't. I'm not that good at backwards. Okay. So I'm gonna place it on here. Ta-da, just like that. So see how it's on there? And it's just right up underneath. See my skin? Oops. See my skin, and I left a little space. Because your skin isn't your cuticle. And you don't want this to be up on your cuticle. Because then if it's up on the skin or up on the cuticle, once it starts growing, it's gonna have a hump at the back. And that'll make it a lot easier for it to lift or chip or what have you. Oh, sorry, I'm just doing this. So I'm just like pushing it down with my thumb, just ensuring that it's all the way down on both sides and it's not on my skin. Oh my gosh, I really like this color. I have to tell you guys, this is really pretty. Wow. Sorry. How long do they take to cure? So they take about 20 to 30 minutes to cure. The only thing I wouldn't do is I wouldn't take a bath. I wouldn't go swimming. I wouldn't do the dishes. That's not to say that I haven't by accident and nothing happened, but what you should do is let it cure and not do anything kind of super duper water related for a good 20-30 minutes, and then you're good to go. Now at night, there's been times like, so I'll go live and show people how to do it. And then without thinking, I go take a shower. And I'm like, oh my God. But nothing came of it. Do you know what I mean? So I just tell everybody that. So again, I'm just going to go right up underneath with my thumb. I just smooth it down. Smooth it. And anything that's on my skin, I just perforate it with my thumb. That's all I do. Just like that. And then I have this half that I'll just put back on the little paper. See, and then I'll save them for the other side of my nail. And then ta-da! It's on there. I really like this color too. I'm so excited about this color. Wow. He's pretty. So now, if I wanted to, a lot of times I'll come in and like maybe cut one of these and put it sideways and make it fun, or use a I don't really have any. See, I should have bought the other punch thing because it doesn't have, I don't have a ton of punches in here. I could do like a little heart if I wanted to with the gold, and then I would just cover it with the Clearest Day. Like I could go right in the middle of this and use the gold out of that, and that would be super cute. I might do that. Oh no, you know what? These have flowers and trees on them, huh? All right, I could do a little flower if I wanted to. Anyway, so this is kind of how it looks. I'll keep going, and because I have a lot of nails to cover, and I'll post a picture in here when I kind of figure out exactly what I want to do. I might keep it plain just because it is kind of busy. With this one, let me show you guys really fast. So this is what I would put this one on next, just because it has like a little flower on it, like right on the middle finger, and that might get to be too busy. Let's see how it looks. Let's see. Oh my God, come off. Jeez. That thing, I find these little tabs all over the house. My family, they like die. So you just take it right off. Take the silver tabby off. And then I just go right up underneath. Now it can be awkward sometimes. I mean, you're putting nail polish on in a strip form. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's gonna be a little awkward and it's gonna feel weird. And that's totally normal. I promise. I wasn't like a friggin' pro when I first started. It was tough. I watched some of those videos and it was tough. So now when I put this on, see how it's kind of on my skin right there? And then it's like not all the way over here. So I don't like that. So I'm gonna take it off. And I'm gonna do it one more time. Just, there we go. Now it's straighter. It's hard to do it backwards, man. So see how that looks? I may have no obsession. No, it's bad. Because then it's like, and that's why I change them once a week. Like I say, it's for Facebook, but it gets to be so much fun. And then when I go places, like whenever I go, like we have a regular restaurant we go to every Friday. And like when I go there, they're always like, oh, let's see your nails this week. Do you know what I mean? Or, oh, my light's dying. Or, you know, when I go to like the normal store or when I go anywhere, they're always like, oh, what do you have, you know, this week? What do you have going on? Or the gym even, they're funny over there. But, so that is also part of it because it just draws people's attention. When I go to the doctor, whenever they do my blood pressure, they're always like, oh, let's see your nails for the week. So now I did this along the edges, right? And then I'm gonna go right up underneath here with my finger. And I just perforated it all around. And then I just take it off and just put it right back on the paper because I'll find a home for this pretty baby. And then you just like smooth it, make sure it's smooth, everything looks good. And I'll check it, I'll come back around when I'm done with my whole mani and I'll do like filing, make sure everything looks, you know, good and straight, and that's super pretty. I really like that little coral thing on there. God, that's a pretty color. So I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, it's bad. It's so bad. I may need you to do a party for me. I can, just let me know. We can definitely do a little, book a party off a party. And then as long as your party hits a certain amount, then both you and Christy would get $25 towards more nail polish. So, sorry about my voice, you guys. But yeah, we can definitely do that. We'll talk. But if you guys have any more questions, please, please, please just shoot me a message or leave them down below. Yeah, I think I covered it all. I want to say I did. So thank you guys for hopping on and joining me. Yeah, I'll see you for the next few days. I'll be posting. I'll probably hop in here one more time. I'll definitely post a picture of my nails so you guys can see them. My lighting is dying because my camera, I forgot to plug it in. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.